Hey guys. So I am just about to make my white chicken chili, but sorry it's getting dark. I am just gonna mute this TV. Anyway, but I'm going to, I was just muting the TV back there. So, I took a few days off because I needed it. But now we're back in action. So, I just have on like this little poncho thing I always wear and my like classy snuggie that I always talk about because it's freezing. Literally freezing. I live in Nashville, for those of you that don't know. Buddy and Tucker are over there eating, but woke up and it was 28 degrees, 29 degrees, freezing. So it's like 30 outside, but last week it was in the like 60s, almost 70 degrees, so that's nuts. But I thought today I've already done a vlog on this, but I love to make this chili. Everyone loves it. It's like the easiest recipe ever. It's a white chicken chili. And I used to make it spicy for the people I made it for a while ago, but right now I'm not gonna make it spicy. So if you wanted to make it spicy, you add a little can, like not a normal size can, like the little half cans of the chipotle and adobo sauce, and you just drain all of that paste juice, like whatever the liquid is that comes out of that can. So don't use the peppers unless you want it super spicy, but that's how you can make it a spicy chipotle white chicken chili, and it is so good. So like if you're making it for a guy, definitely make it with the chipotles because it's really good. My family that I'm making it for right now, they don't really prefer spicy. They don't like care either way. So I'm just gonna make it without spice. I mean, it's still gonna be like super flavorful, but it's just not gonna have that like kick. And then I put hot sauce in mine. So you can totally do that if you wanted. Oh, my knives. The dogs like hover under my feet when I'm cooking. Do you guys have dogs that do that? I have no idea where all the knives went. I just have this little pathetic knife, but it will do. So if you don't follow my Wednesday devotional, I just had my first one. I'm just cutting my onion right now. I'll leave the recipe down in the description bar. But I started a devotional on Wednesday nights on Instagram Live, and we're going through the book Uninvited, and it's a wonderful book by a lady named Lisa. I can't pronounce her last name, or I'll leave the book down below if you want to get it, and then join in on our second week this coming Wednesday. It was incredible, and everyone loved it. I'll just say that. So I've gotten incredible feedback from you guys. So if you want to join in on that, I'm going to extend it to my YouTube family. For those of you that don't follow all my social media, just here on YouTube. This is the biggest onion. That looks tiny in the thing, but like here's my hand. That's this over the size of my palm, and I have big hands. So I'll probably just use, I'll use the whole onion because I love onion, but if you don't like onion, you don't have to do this. And then if you don't have an onion and you're in a pinch, you can of course use onion powder. I just like to have that extra texture in my chili. So what I like to do when I'm making my white chicken chili is I like to have two, you can see like I have a big pot, which I usually make this in the crock pot. So if you're making this in the crock pot, you're gonna brown or like saute your onions and your garlic. So your onions will go for about, I don't know, 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. And then you'll throw your garlic in just until you start to smell it. So that's usually about 30 seconds. And then you will transfer that into your crock pot. And then you'll just add all the ingredients that will be listed down in the recipe, and just let it simmer on high for 4 hours, or you can do it on low for 6 hours. So really easy. I need some goggles for these onions. They're gonna make me cry. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn my pan on really fast. I guess you guys can still see me. My eyes are watering. Do you guys do that? Like, the onion just, it gets me, man. It really gets me. The worst is when you get a ghost pepper in your eye. That is pain. That is real pain. Definitely painful. Yeah, I look like I'm crying. I know my Irish friends, Kate, when I made it for them, they were in town a couple weeks ago. They don't like onions, and they always say to people that they're allergic. And I was starting to make this when they were here, and someone was like, oh my gosh, they're allergic to onions. Well, come to find out, okay, so I was like sauteing it like I am now. That's like my first step. And someone walked by and they were like, you know they're allergic to onions. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna do? It's not gonna taste good. It tasted fine. It just lacked a little something, and it was the onion. So if you don't like onions, it's not necessary, but I think it makes it delicious. And I just thought it was funny that we later found out they weren't actually allergic to onions. They just hated them, like, so much, like despised them. So I don't think there's any food that I despise. Like, I don't like green peas and I don't like carrots, but if it's in something, like, I'll just eat it, you know? So you'll have to let me know down in the comments if there's something that you just absolutely, like, will not eat. It can't even, like, you can't even smell it. Don't even put it in your mouth. Because I don't really think I have anything like that. So something that kind of makes me gag is a raw carrot. It's just, I don't know what it is about it, but it makes me, I don't know. I hate the taste of raw carrots. Like, I can eat them cooked fine, but not raw. Ugh. But like I said, if I had to, I would eat it, obviously. I just don't. I'd have to, like, douse it in some ranch and, like, salt and really just dress it up. Okay, I'm gonna turn my heat up just a little bit. I look like a grandma in this. Can you guys see this? This is my my Snuggie, but it's classy. Classy Snuggie. Okay, my onions are sizzling. I just have an organic chicken, rotisserie chicken. I'm going to just debone the chicken, and don't put the skin in there because that's gross and it's like a weird slimy texture. So just get the meat of the chicken, all the bones and everything off, and put it into the onions and garlic after it's had time to simmer up. Putting in my rotel tomatoes, and then my great northern beans. So for my chili beans, I just use these. I like Publix kind too. So for the chili beans, I don't drain them because all that flavor, they're not a bunch of sitting in a bunch of water anyway. So I just like to put that juice for flavor. Okay, now you need some cilantro, just a handful. If you don't like cilantro, you don't have to put this in there, but I love it. So I'm just grabbing a bunch, giving it a rough chop. This cooks down easy, so you don't have to worry about it being super leafy. This just adds like a little bit of freshness to the soup. I've got just like a handful. Huge mess. Huge. Whoa. Huge mess. This is what it looks like. So we're not going to add the liquid yet. So the liquid that I choose for this chili is half and half. and I put cream cheese in it. So if you don't want the dairy, you can just replace that with chicken stock. So I have a huge mess over here I need to clean up. So when it is finished, I will show you guys. Well, I'll show you when I add the cream cheese and stuff, because I'm gonna let that kind of heat up and marinate, and then I'll show you when I add the other stuff. Okay, so I have learned that things that look disgusting taste the best. So it's not pretty by any means, but now I'm gonna add a stick of cream cheese, 8 ounces, and then, I don't know, a fourth of this, half and half, and then let that heat up and simmer for about 20 minutes, and it'll be ready to eat.